Hey guys, it's Jillian here from Orange Green and Natural, and I decided to do a series, 10 Ways to Healthy Hair. So the first video in the series is going to be setting your hair goals. So if you've ever sat through a self-help or a self-empowerment seminar, or read any goal setting books, you know that the first thing they tell you is that your goals need to be SMART. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Okay, so specific. Let's say you want to grow 4 inches in a calendar year. 12 months, 4 inches. That's something that is specific. You're not, oh, I just want my hair to grow. No, you know exactly how much you want your hair to grow. So for me, this year, in the year 2015, my goal is to add 4 inches of healthy length to my hair as is right now. Second, M. M is for measurable. Now, whether you're buying your length check shirts, or you make your own, or you're just pulling out a tape measure every couple of months, you want to make sure that your progress is measurable, because you need to figure out whether or not you're reaching those milestones, right? So having a measurable goal is definitely important. Attainable. So in a professional life, attainable would be the step in which you would consult your other stakeholders in your project. So in this goal, our project is our hair. And if you're a kitchen beautician like myself, then the only person you really need to consult about this is yourself. Are we going to be able to achieve these 4 inches by December 2015? And for me, the answer is heck yes. If you are someone who is regularly visiting stylists, then your stylist is also a stakeholder in your project, your hair. And if you feel like, they're not supporting your goals, which is, healthier hair, longer hair, thicker hair, based on the tools that they're using, if they're a little heavy-handed on the heat, if they're, trimming your ends, you say, give me an inch or half an inch or a quarter of an inch, or just dust me up on my ends, and they're cutting off a couple of inches, boo-boo, get rid of them. R, realistic. Now, nobody said you were going to grow those 4 inches in a month. I would be crazy to think that, unless, just by some miracle, God just comes down and sprinkles some fairy dust in my hair, and I wake up in the morning and I'm at tailbone length. That would be amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and be realistic about this. Now, science tells us that the normal growth cycle for the average person is about a half an inch a month. Now, for those of you who are getting more than that, I'm completely jealous. And please click down below and share how that's happening for you and what you're doing to attain that type of length or type of growth. But for us mere mortals out there, let's just go ahead and be realistic. The more realistic that your goals are, the more likely you are to stick with those goals when things get a little hairy. And also, it's important that you be realistic with yourself about your schedule, because let's face it, a lot of us don't have time to dote over our hair on the weekends and throughout the week. And, you just really need something that's quick. And unfortunately, even though these are protective styles, your braids, your buns, your twist outs, your sew-ins and your wigs, you're still going to lose a little bit of hair at the end of, each month, based on your styling techniques and how often you really are paying attention to your hair. So if you don't have the time to pay attention to your hair, just understand that, yes, you set these goals, but be realistic and say, you might suffer a setback or two. And the last letter is T, for timely. Now, realistic and timely for me go hand in hand. If you're being realistic about your hair's growth cycle, as I mentioned, the normal growth cycle is half an inch every month. So, with that in mind, if you start now, you have about 5.5 inches of growth that you could possibly obtain between now and December 31st, 2015. Other things to keep in mind when you're setting your hair goals is we've all made vision boards. I know I just completed mine for 2015. And if you're on social media, Pinterest and Facebook and uh, Instagram and Tumblr, oftentimes you'll see like hashtag hair inspiration, hashtag hair goal. Like, make sure that those pictures are something that you're constantly keeping in your mind, whether or not you put them on your Pinterest board or, I've even gone as far as to make sure that they're in my photo album in my phone, something that's in my hand every day. So that when I do think about pulling out that flat iron, for the third time in a couple days, or, dyeing my hair bleach blonde right now, like, I quickly snap myself back into, okay, what am I really trying to obtain? So, that's it. Make sure that your goals are SMART. And I hope that you guys will continue to tune in for my 10 ways to healthy your hair. So please, if you have any comments or if you want to share your experiences with setting hair goals, by all means. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.